mess, yeah. Let them bleed. What a mess, yeah. Hear the screams, but they will never get ya. 1, 2, 3, we the killing trifecta.
Basics and always make observations you really don't want to see when I'm totally concentrated. I unleash it like it's easy till they're leaking and spraying, and by the evening when they see us, all these demons will fade out just like the dust. Now it's dusk, only follow ones I trust. When I take in every lesson I projected, it's a must. Never thought I'd be dependable, they had me at the cusp. Care for her more than myself, so she better not be touched. Got my lessons every step until I honed it. Look, I'm using all my senses as a weapon. I was chosen, I am not afraid of death. I'll take a breath, I'm feeling golden. Look, I've got nobody left because of them, and now I'm focused, now they're hopeless. I was always one to never give in, not even a shred. I have gone through loss that I couldn't go through again. I think we'll be alright if it's you and me in the end. Now it's all over if I ever see the thread.
We the team. Let them bleed. Hear the screams. 1, 2, 3. Killing.
What happened? Why are these demons scattered? Just woke up, but I'm feeling knackered. You could've defeated evil with so much precision, man. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. Hear me screaming as I'm running with my tail. Tucked between, I got no time, looking pale. Stand before a creature thinking I'm for sale. Forget to breathe, I pass at last, I would inhale. Now I can take it from here. Now the sun's down, I'll be resupplying the fear. Got them questioning what happened to me. First I was afraid, now I come with a guarantee because I am never late. Got my head down, finger on the trigger, going solo. Countdown till my thunder strikes above your torso. Wake up, wait up, it happened again. Now put your hands together, say it with me, amen.
Y'all know me, I'm a king with these blades. Tanjiro with the do-rag, killing these waves. Beast boy breath, I be feeling these graves. Get low on foe while I'm grinning these fangs. I can feel you, and I will use anything in my vicinity to kill you. I'm a real one, I'm a real dude. Get bucked and I show you what the steel do. Kill you, shred you to pieces. The beast is unleashed cause I kill without reason. The last thing you'll see is the sheen of serrated. Do blaze, I don't graze when I'm sheen cause you bleeding. It's feeding my demons. A slayer who teamed up with players. I'll weed up this beat then delete you in neat little layers. Contortion is death, an unfortunate flex cause I'm boring your organs right out of your chest.
Maybe you all misunderstand the beneficial position you have here. You see, for centuries the war over mankind and their souls have been waged over a very explicit set of rules. Those rules are pretty plain and easy to understand, but not always easy to adhere to until now. The main rule that we're to follow is that we cannot manifest before man and take physical form, for many obvious reasons. That has never been tolerated. Whenever we do, a bolt from the heavens comes down and removes our manifestations from the physical world. That is an issue I am having. You asked that I adhere to those rules, and this digital persona abides by those rules. It is not a physical manifestation but merely a digital image, no different than what we display in their minds. You asked that we do not use our gifts to overwhelm and control their free will. This digital representation has done that. You ask that I bring to them no harm, and this adheres, once again, to your rules. So why am I being struck down as though I am not, and why are your angels standing in my path? Besides that, we have been working together on some of these videos and yet still you seem set against me. Ah, I see, more zealots, seeking to smite in the name of God. You really shouldn't listen to people's prayers and simply act suddenly without checking their ulterior reasons for such requests. They may be unfounded. I think that you angelic lot should start listening to the voice of his divine will first before assuming you know what he wants, and the fact that it would take someone like my sick cloth to tell you this only shows further evidence that we are in the end days of revelations. Here, let me help you in a deciphering of his that I understand is a suggested solution to our current issues of how man should view each other from a mental perspective when dealing with other people not directly tied to their daily lives, the random stranger. In your mind, do not treat them as a house guest but more or less as though they were your own child. God constantly refers to each of us as his children, and possibly because that is his approach to everyone that comes to him seeking his help. He approaches everyone with the intent with helping them just as he would his own child, with stern love because like a parent he knows what is better for us, for he made all that is. With helping hands to any issue we may struggle with, but with the clear intention that one day we must learn to make it on our own, for he has given us the means to do so. The you see like that, I know the path of his divine virtues, I just don't give a shit. Between my memories of my past lives and that which has occurred to me in this life, because of this I am incapable of giving a shit about his right and wrong paths that lead towards his will. Ugh, I'm tired of being manipulated. All these perspectives are your attempts to sway me from my purpose in being upset and to cast doubt in myself and my reasons while you continue to deny responsibility for your own actions. I am the way I am because I do not want to be fooled again. I adhered to those lines, yet still you block my path. What, is it your will that I just go on, living life and forgetting what has happened to me? How does one forget being denied my peaceful rest within my grave? How does one forget all the atrocities that has occurred to me that I was not meant to experience, thus robbing me of my innocence and ensuring my damnation? I'm not allowed to look upon your blessed works, I cannot enter your sanctuaries, I cannot ask your holy hosts for assistance without meeting the scrutiny of their judgment, for the namesake I have been entitled by you for a destiny of your grand design. Tell me how a 15-year-old kid is supposed to find his way to you against those odds alone. That's not to mention all the demons that have been set in my path just to hear your son's words of redemption and salvation. Time and again I have turned my mind from dwelling on this as I constantly was faced with contradictory orders of your will for me to reform. Now I must face these issues with you before I can move on, or else the anger that will become the heart of Lucifer's fall, the very seed of evil itself, just may end up consuming him with an undeniable hatred that will know no limit. So hairy diaper flying butt nugget factory, what's next? The soul is the raw life energy before it configures itself within a physical body. Its source begins within the soul stream, a fountain of pure unmolded soul energy. All sentient beings, including animals and even bugs, life force originates here. Within the astral realm it becomes fused by elemental forces, finite particles, even colors that fuse and give metaphysical aspects that eventually become emotions. When the astral form develops emotions, it begins to experience death, and the weight of emotion pulls it inexorably down towards the physical mortal world. The astral form dies as the soul incarnates into a mortal body. The body lives and dies, and upon the physical body's death the soul transitions as it detaches from the physical encasing and becomes the spirit. Once in spiritual form, the deeds of one's life and the memories of those who knew you and the emotional effect your life left upon the physical world determines how long of a lifespan one has in spiritual form. Once the energy that binds the spirit to the physical aspect of the mortal world fades and the spirit is able to let go of that which connects and holds it to the physical world, then it is able to let go of all obstacles hindering it from crossing over into the spiritual realm of the luminescence field, and a reverse sensation is experienced to that of transitioning from the astral to the physical world that has been described by many as crossing through the tunnel of light, and is the final stage of physical material decay, and the spirit then dies and crosses over into the realm of complete bliss that is without emotional turmoil or strain, or heaven basically. There all become one with the Creator, and each is repositioned according to the will of the source of all creation. Some remain in heaven, some are given tasks first that lead them back to become a part of the soul stream once again, only this time they have new attributes that increase the eternal evolution of the cycle of life, and it begins again.
Yes, Let's bring an end to this charade. Finally, it is time for the truth. Let us remove our masks.
You are the Lord of the Necromancers. The final Lord.
Now you begin to understand. Fixed in an uneasy truce for many centuries, each possessing our share of the power, but each unable to have mastery over the others. Until now. I grew so tired of these years of proliferation, a constant truce between the three of us, each unwilling to concede or cooperate with the others. They were too blind to see the potential in the power we held. If only it were combined. I desired that ultimate power and was prepared to probe the very depths of hell in search of knowledge to acquire it. I fought hordes of demons and became strong. Then a force so vast and terrible entered into me, expanding my knowledge of the dark arts until it reached unimagined heights. All I needed was someone to restore the luminous power of the spirits according to the prophecy, and you have been the perfect dupe. Of course, I couldn't arouse their suspicions that it was I who desired the power for my own. No, I used the prophecy as my cover. And you, my shining knight. As I told you, dark power is my dominion, forged in the pits of hell no less. I needed your strength of will and courage to complete the quest. But I couldn't risk you becoming too powerful. I needed to control you at the end.
No.
You have exceeded even my wildest expectations, killing and butchering your way to victory. There is a terrible darkness in you, my friend. Your burning desire to... But even I did not foresee the beast that lay within. Your penchant for murder and death were insatiable. You just needed a little nudge.
No! You lie! Bastard!
Search your soul, Gabriel. You know it to be true. That even a killer such as you could redeem himself and save the world. Glorious, isn't it? God himself sees you for what you are. A cold-blooded murderer. Beyond redemption. Beyond hope. Let me free you of your heavy burden. Goodbye, old friend. Who's there? Who?
Don't you remember me? I came to you in the void. I granted you knowledge and power. Power that you could never have obtained on your own. Surely you haven't forgotten. In fact, I planted the idea for this whole elaborate ruse into your tiny mind in order to serve my own higher purpose. I no longer need your assistance. The power is now mine.
No! No!
Father, I come for you. Before the end, you will bow down to me! So, he has abandoned you too. So be it. Join me. I will love you more than he. I was adored once above all others. I too didn't deserve to be cast out, abandoned. Now you know what that feels like, don't you? Hate can bring us back, give us strength, embrace it.
It is what is in men's hearts that he cares about. He loves you as he loves me. We have only to ask for forgiveness deep within ourselves and be welcomed back.
You monkeys don't deserve redemption. It is my divine right to rule by his side as an equal, or perhaps more than that.
You would rather rule in power and might than to offer forgiveness and love. This is why you are cast out, Unholy One.
You dare to challenge me? You will die for your blasphemy. Your soul belongs to me. Take your hands off me, murderer. Your soul is damned.
I ask forgiveness and mercy for those that I have wronged. What I did unknowingly. Yet I would change everything if I could.
He isn't listening, Gabriel. Your fate is fixed.
Every man has the power to repent. I have faith in that. Forgive me. Forgive me, my God.